this video, I show you how to create a great fingerpicking sound using sixth harmony on guitar. You will learn how to spice up the chord progressions you play using this particular harmony. Hi, this is Simon Candy from Acoustic Guitar Lessons online.net, and in this lesson I take a simple chord progression and show you how to spice it up by applying sixth harmony to it using fingerpicking. What you're about to see is an excerpt from a live masterclass I presented in Chicago. Now in this class I show you how to use sixth harmony by applying it to a chord progression, adding the drone of open strings as you go for a really cool sound. But first, let me briefly show you the harmony of a sixth, how it relates to the guitar, and how we'll be using it in today's lesson. Okay, so the basic concept of today's lesson is the sixth harmony and a way of using it with your finger picking. That's what you're about to see. But I just wanted to cover it first before we go to the class itself. Sixth harmony, so it's an interval, it's a distance between two notes. So if I have a G major scale on my third string of the guitar, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, I could harmonize that scale in sixths, or I could harmonize the notes of that scale in sixths. So for example, I've got my G note, that's on the third string. On the first string I have an open E. That's a sixth above my G note, G, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so it's the distance of a sixth. So I can harmonize that note. And then in turn I can harmonize the A note with the F sharp. The F sharp is a sixth above the A. The B to the G on the first string, that is a sixth. They're all sixths. A to C, C to A. C is in the scale, A is the harmony. Then we've got D to B, E to C, F sharp to D, and G to E. Now it's an F sharp and not an F because we need to stay diatonic to the key. So we're harmonizing with the interval of a sixth and we're staying diatonic to the key. So that means we get combinations of major and minor sixths when we're harmonizing. That's one way, and that's the way we're going to look at it on the guitar. It's on non-adjacent strings. It's a very, very common sound and a common approach used in guitar playing across a number of styles. So I've got my G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G, and I can come back down. That's how we're going to be looking at sixths on non-adjacent strings. Now what we're going to be doing is applying it in a finger picking way. So what you'll see I do in the class is I take a chord progression and I take those harmonies, and instead of playing the chords I more imply them with the harmonies. Okay, you're going to see that in a moment. But the basic concept is you've got this sixth harmony and we're going to put droning strings in between, okay, for a cool sound. And I might even, in this context here, what I'm demonstrating here is different in the class, but I might even drone the low E. Okay, or I could drone the A against it. Or even the D. So there's all sorts of things that we can do, but that's the basic concept of the class. Okay, sixth harmony, open droning strings, finger picking, applying it to spice up chord progressions and giving you a different way to approach a chord progression than just playing boring standard chords all the time. Okay, so let's get to the class. Sixth harmony. So we all know what sixths are, right? We have, I'm talking about the sixths that are on non-adjacent strings. So if I have an E minor scale on the top string, I can harmonize it with the sixth below on the third string. Right? So we have sixths used all the time. I like to use sixths with finger picking and bringing droning open strings. So this is an E minor scale, it's going to fit great over an E minor chord. So I could do a number of things. I could just play single notes. I could play notes together, droning the low E there. I could just focus on the higher string. But picking an open B in between. So that's the basic approach with sixths. It's a harmony I'm sure many, if not all of you are familiar with, but then it's droning strings.
but we're not soloing over this chord progression. We're having to outline the harmony, right? We're playing note backing. You could use it, of course, for a soloing device, but we've got to be aware of when it goes to the, 4 to the 3 to the 6 and then 5 and all that, right? So let me demonstrate here. Let's get my capo lined up. Perceived key is going to change. Okay, you guys kind of get what I mean by the perceived key, and right? Yeah. So our perceived key now has changed to D, starting on a 4 chord and working its way down to the root. Okay, so if I'm applying sixths to this, I can't just go, I'm in the key D, so I'll just play sixths in the key D and it'll all be good. Because if you don't know I'm playing behind you, it's not going to sound like anything. It's just going to sound like noodling around. You've got to follow the chord, and some of our chords here are outside the key, right? There's some alterations that are being made, not so much borrowed chords, but in D it'll be an F sharp minor 7 and a E minor. So we're going to be aware of the chord, okay? So if I'm on a G chord, that's all over a G chord. I'm thinking of a G chord, not the key D there, and I'm playing harmonies that are inside that chord. I'm using other chord tones too, but I'm thinking very much of D, F sharp 7. Sometimes I might just play a pattern, not necessarily sixths all the way. E, 7. So here I'm using sixths, but I'm not just playing on the 3rd string and the 1st string. Okay, we can play on any 2 non-adjacent strings, sixths, and expand what we can do. So that's what I'm doing there. Over, you can hear that E7 chord there. Okay, and then I might go back to G. Extend out a little bit, just along the lines of G there. F sharp 7. And that's just sixths across an F sharp 7 chord. Into our B minor, A, and I might go and just use a little sixth descending, what's that song? Want It Dead or Alive, right? That type of thing. Just breaking up the sound and running it down. And then I go to E minor. I'm going to use an E minor 9 at 9 because I like that sound, and it's that cool extension. And I'm going to use a banjo roll. And my A, 6. Banjo. Okay, so let's see if I can play that without talking. And so you can hear it a little bit more fluently, all right? So again, don't get sidetracked or overwhelmed with everything that's going on there. It's the basic idea, okay? It's the basic idea. That's where it all starts from. It's all simple. Everything's simple. Complexity just comes from one simple idea on top of another, on top of another, Then you could look at it collectively as being complicated, but really, it's not. Okay, so okay, so that's following the chord progression. I am playing very rubato here. I'm not sticking straight to a beat necessarily, most of the time, but I'm stretching things out a little bit to demonstrate them. But that's still the same thing we heard back here. B minor. It's all we've been hearing the whole time, and if you don't hear it every time, then I've done a good job because I've disguised it enough for you, right? But it's still the same things, just digging deep and applying all sorts of cool ideas.
If you like the fingerpicking ideas in this video, then check out the Ultimate Fingerpicking Guitar course, a complete system for fingerpicking acoustic guitar, so simple even a beginner can learn it. I've carefully designed this course to do all the heavy lifting for you as far as knowing exactly what to do, how to do it, and when to do it in regard to mastering the art of fingerpicking guitar. All you have to do is follow the pathway I've laid out for you. In the Ultimate Fingerpicking Guitar course, you will learn and master all the key concepts, methods, strategies, and techniques needed for fingerpicking, including the exact order in which to do things, avoiding the all too common mistakes most people make when learning to fingerpick guitar. This will save you time and frustration. So click the link in the description below this video and check out the Ultimate Fingerpicking Guitar course. Let me know in the comments section what acoustic guitar topics you would like to see covered in future videos. I read every comment and I would really love to hear your suggestions. If you like this video, then hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell button so YouTube can tell you when I've released a new video. This is Simon Candy from acousticguitarlessonsonline.net. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your time as always, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.